Good morning and welcome to day 93 on the AT. My name is Mosey and this is rissaroams. We are rolling out of the shelter. I didn't stay in the shelter, I tented nearby. It's just a little bit before 7. Ideally, I would have liked to have gotten out of there a little bit earlier, but I'm happy with before 7. Fell asleep at like 8:30 last night. I was so tired. But I did wake up at some point, one, to use the bathroom, and two, I heard an animal like outside of my tent. It was probably a deer. It's hard to tell. I tried scaring it off. It wasn't really gonna be scared off. It hung around for a while. Eventually I fell back asleep. But then, yeah, I didn't quite want to wake up as early after dealing with that. Yeah, so that's that. I did have a little bit of a sunrise from my tent. I could see some pink skies, so that was nice. We're rolling out today. The plan is to do about 12 miles to the last wayside for lunch, and then it'll be just 6 more miles to the shelter. So it is an 18-mile day. I'm not worried about it. I think it is smarter for me to put more miles before the wayside than after. I found that once I've eaten, I just don't want to move. I just want to nap. And so we're going to make it to Gravel Springs Hut. I should cross paths with Kara at some point today, unless I'm at the wayside when she passes through that area. So we'll see. But we're getting going. Yep. Also, I had the shelter all to myself last night. Once again, I didn't sleep in the shelter, but just no one ever came. No one else tented or stayed. So had dinner alone and went to bed and woke up and made breakfast alone, which is fine. It is just kind of weird. And I know there are other thru hikers in the park. I know Milk Money and is back there with White Gas and Crow. There's another thru hiker, a woman with her son, and then I know there are a couple people just ahead too. I saw them at the resort yesterday when I stopped for lunch. But yeah, it's thinned out and it's very strange. Just ran into some day hikers and they wished me a happy 4th. And I said, oh yeah. I said, oh, I bet you lose track of time. I was like, yeah, I forget what day it is. Although I did know that yesterday. It just slipped my mind today. So yes, today is the 4th of July. And I'm not in Harper's Ferry. According to my calculations a few weeks ago, I should have been there July 5th. But I've taken 3 zeros since then. And I don't regret those zeros. I desperately needed them. At least the first 2. The last one was more so just, it was the hottest day so far. I felt terrible. And I didn't have a plan. So I took that time off to stay inside and plan for the next stretch. So yeah. I'm not in Harper's Ferry. Up here on Mary's Rock. Got it all to myself right now. Oof. I wish that breeze up there would follow me down here. That felt wonderful. Whew, so the gnats are back. I've picked probably 20 out of my eyes so far. And I know you're like, Marissa, why don't you have a bug net? And the problem is, I was gonna have my mom send mine to me when she sent me a package. And so I've been waiting because I didn't want to buy another when I had one. Well, she's about to send me a package. She can't find the head net. So I've seen them at most of the stores here in the park, so probably gonna buy one today. But honestly, like, they're also just so hot. Like, even the hood helps some. It's so hot, I don't want to wear it though. And so hopefully I can find sunglasses, because that would be very helpful. Making good timing today. My intention was to make it by 1 o'clock to Elk Wallow Wayside. I could make it there by 12:30. Woo woo. We're feeling pretty good. The feet are feeling okay. They're a little like fatigued, normal. The Achilles didn't really hurt this morning, which was nice. And yeah, that toe is kind of been bothering me a little bit. But I've just been telling it it's got to get with the program or get out. So we're just pushing through that. The blister tape that trail runner gave me, I'm so thankful. And honestly, like, it was the gesture that was needed more even than the tape, I feel. The tape doesn't stick great. It is no Lugo tape. So it usually comes off and then kind of ends up becoming an issue. So I don't have any on today, but that's okay. We're feeling all right. The main thing I'm feeling right now is actually a little bit of pain on the top of my foot, kind of where it connects to the ankle. That's new. But we're doing good. We're making good time. So I will have done just under 12 miles to the wayside, and then I'll just have to do like 5.5 miles to the shelter after I have lunch, and that is totally doable. Got a message from Milk Money. He is going to be probably about 20 miles behind me by the end of the day. He's doing 14.5. I think he's going into Luray to do laundry and take a shower. And so guess he's not catching up with me in the Shennies. I thought he might. I thought he might push on, but I'm sure he will probably catch up to me eventually. That man has no chill. That was perfect timing. I had messaged Kara and said, hey, I'm going to Elk Wallow at 1, so I may miss you. I may not see you on trail. And literally, she didn't have service, so she didn't get the message. But literally, as I was coming up to the junction to go to like the Elk Wallow Blue Blaze, she was coming down the trail. And so, well, yes, I should have been at Elk Wallow at 12:30. We stood and talked for like 30 minutes. And so it is now 1, and we have parted ways. And I will not see her again for some time. But I am so thankful to you, Kara, for all of your encouragement and support and listening to me rant. And yeah, I just thank you so much for all that you've done while I've been in Shenandoah. All right, leaving the wayside. It's a little after 2 o'clock. Had some chicken tenders, hung out with Sunshine and Captain, I believe is his name. They are also YouTubers. I don't remember the name of the channel, but I'll figure it out for you. Heading back to trail. It is raining, as you can see. At least maybe you can see. I'm wearing my hat. And so yeah, we're getting back on trail. I am thankful for a nice cool drizzle. We've got 5.5 miles, a little bit more than that, to the shelter, where we'll end for the day. And then tomorrow we'll have 14 miles into Front Royal, where we'll be staying at Mountain Home. So here we go. Whew. The rain is starting to slack off now. I was so thankful for that. It's just a slight drizzle pretty much this entire climb that I did, which was good because it helped keep me cool and keep the bugs out of my eyes, although I did get sunglasses and a head net. So we're not going to be dealing with that anymore. Oh, but yeah, almost to the top. Less than 4 miles to the shelter. Yes. Finish the climb. Don't have much further to go, but while I'm on the top of the mountain, this is the highest elevation I'll be at today. I figured I would take advantage of having service and get some messages out. So I'm just sitting here on a rock, messaging people. I'm about to start moving again. Not much further. My feet aren't exactly happy with me. Surprise, surprise. But it is what it is. We're almost there. Rain has ended. Bug goggles engaged. Alright, I've made it to the shelter spur. It is about 5:30 right now, and whew, it's been a long day. Could have gotten here earlier probably, but I stopped for a snack, and you know, here we are. Looks like there may be people at the shelter tonight. Let's see who we got. A few section hikers at the shelter. Hung out with them for a little while. Just stayed down there and made my dinner because I didn't feel like trekking up here where the tent sites were and then coming back down and then coming back up. So getting a little late. Gonna go set up the tent.